The clean girl aesthetic has one simple promise: dewy skin, slick hair, minimal makeup that looks like no makeup. All natural. We have all seen Hailey Bieber rocking it on our feeds. But the clean girl aesthetic is not clean. It is not low maintenance, and it is not gentle minimalism. Take it from me, I gave it a try myself today for this video. Massive regrets, and enjoy it while you can, because I will never put my hair up for a video again. It is an expensive, labor-intensive, resource-heavy look, packaged all in quiet beige branding, and sold back to you somehow as wellness. The ingredients are sold to you using fear-based marketing, encourages undetectable tweakments, and makes you buy environmentally friendly products that are literally repackaged polyester from Lord knows where across the globe. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Aloe Yoga, like one of the poster people. I know all of your SHIT is made with SHIT. Thanks. Because it turns out the clean girl is certainly not the poster child of a healthy or clean lifestyle. It's just a lie that influencers and companies have sold to you. So you know you better buckle up and prepare yourselves for impact, because today we are getting absolutely deep on the subject of why clean girl aesthetic is actually not clean at all. If anything, it is a toxic lie. And if you guys are enjoying clean girl Lael, please show this video a big fat thumbs up, and also make sure you're subscribed before we hop in. This is probably the best Halloween costume I could pull out of my ass this year. To say that when I was getting ready, I was like, do clean girls do bronzer? No. Do clean girls do glitter? No, gotta leave that in the past. But you know I had to pop on a lash. I'll never be caught on camera without a lash. Clean is a word with no binding scientific definition in beauty. Brands decide what is clean. Retailers decide what is clean. Influencers decide what is clean. Sometimes clean means free of parabens and mineral oil. Sometimes clean means vegan and cruelty-free. Companies have truly been greenwashing for years, if not over a decade, and now it has truly bled into the clean girl space.
I know what you're thinking. Oh my god, she's so clean girl. Look at her skin, look at her outfit, look at her environment. Baby, it's all a lie. I'm lying, I'm faking. This hair right here, 5 days worth of hair grease. I brushed out all of the seeable dandruff, but between those strands, dandruff. Big flakes. This skin, I haven't showered in 48 hours. This makeup, if you swatched your hand over my makeup and put it on a petri dish, it would probably light up like a Christmas tree. The brushes I used to make this look come together, I haven't washed in like 6 months, a year maybe? There is probably a colony of something growing in my brushes this very second. And my cream blushes have little hairs in them. I don't know where they came from. There is also an unfathomable amount of cat hair on myself right now. Honestly, a clean girl aesthetic is literally just a facade for most of us, okay? We only do a clean girl hairstyle and a clean girl look when we know an everything shower is right around the corner.
Respectfully, there is nothing clean in my opinion about a slick back. Anything with the word slick, like an oil slick, that does not sound clean to me. Do you know how many hair products I had to use to shellac this bun to my head? My hair feels like a tar pit. I feel like one of those Ducks in the Dawn commercial. Actual clean girls have dry skin, dry hair, and never look put together because they are tired from the cleaning. But we are actually clean, I guess. See, I'm not buying anything. It's like the couple of them dirty clean girls like me that make it so clear that it's just all a facade. Like, none of this is real. 48 hours is wild. No, I need 2 showers a day, you guys. I'm a big 2 shower a day girl. Finally, someone who's realistic. It's literally all just a style. Like Y2K, it's an aesthetic. It's just something that you put on and take off. Doesn't change who we really are. Deep down here, we're filthy girls, and I love that for us. Now, the clean girl thing means a million and one things. Maybe not even just an aesthetic, but talking about all these ingredients. Sometimes it means fragrance-free, light, and fresh. Lots of buzzwords. But the inconsistency is a major factor in this clean girl aesthetic, and nobody really is calling it out word for what it actually is. When a word is an elastic, it can stretch around whatever the heck you might need for that quarter, for your marketing, for your sales. And other than lies, influencers love to use another tactic in their marketing arsenal. Fear is the most reliable conversation tool in beauty. Not this ingredient will do this. Instead, it's this ingredient might harm you. And our incredible, coveted formula will protect you from that harm. Don't worry, babe. Clean loves to play on the fear of contamination.
At the end of the day, the clean beauty movement has been co-opted by people just trying to make money, and people trying to make money off of fear, right? They need you to want to live a healthier life. They need you to think that your current practices of using makeup are unhealthy so that you buy their products instead. Their products, which, might I add, oftentimes lack adequate preservative systems to last longer than like 2 months, or they lack adequate ingredients for the product to perform. Like Kosas doesn't use silicones in any of their products, yet they make an under eye concealer that is supposed to rival NARS. I'm wearing it right now. I don't think it rivals NARS. A concealer that rivals NARS would be using silicones, such as the House Labs Beauty Concealer. That's besides the point. I just think that the clean beauty movement has been hijacked by people trying to make a quick buck.
It's all talk. They're all a bunch of salespeople, and they're all talking a lot of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? For me to achieve this clean girl aesthetic today, I used full beat everything. Like, there is nothing clean about this. Hourglass Vanish Concealer up my butt right now. Like, it is coming out of my pores. I have so much on. Everything is about fear. Everything is like, oh, we're gonna make this so much better. They instill this fear that your redness, your pores, your texture, your fine lines, your aging process are all moral failures that can simply be fixed if you purify the regimen. That is why the packaging is matte. That's why everything is focused around wellness and being low key. That's why all the visuals are sun-kissed bathrooms and open windows, fresh air, the greenery, a girl just simply picking apples. Why is she picking apples? It's trying to feed you this false sense of purity. Miss Kimmy K, this is not refillable. That is literally, it's a product with a reusable case. That is literally just a cover for your product. There's honestly double the plastic being involved here. Like, you know what I mean? You only needed the bottle, but now we're putting the bottle in another plastic casing. And what? Trying to convince us that that's green? Are we stupid or is she stupid? Ugh, so greenwashed. I want this to be satire so badly. Literally, who approved this? Are you guys stupid? Eco-friendly is when I use 200% as much packaging. Like, you guys are psychotic.
The reason I don't like clean beauty is because it's a big scam. I used to work at Sephora, and pretty much anything can be labeled as clean by Sephora standards as long as it doesn't contain one of a certain number of ingredients. And the ingredients really have nothing to do with each other besides the fact that they are oftentimes fear-mongered on social media. There are ingredients on the list such as PFAS, which I agree with shouldn't be used in cosmetics, but a lot of the ingredients that are on the clean at Sephora list, such as like parabens and phthalates and stuff, are demonstrably safe at the levels they are allowed to be used in cosmetics. So by labeling things as clean versus not clean, we're setting the stigma on makeup brands that are not clean, that use synthetic chemicals which are safe. Again, not talking about the environmental impact of any of these things, because there are slight emissions from companies constantly making and producing makeup products, but talking about just like the consumer putting it on their body. Our skin is a barrier and it keeps a lot of things out for a reason. And a lot of things that are used in cosmetics, such as pigments and stabilizers and thickeners and other big molecules, are not going to penetrate through the skin. So to fearmonger those things penetrating through the skin is ridiculous. I also just had to deal with people bitching at me, being like, oh my god, but I want a bronzer with no FD&C color, or I want something that's clean with no phthalates or parabens. And it's like, there's literally not a foundation in Sephora with a paraben in it at this point, because y'all have scared the parabens away from all the formulas. I mean, we have phenoxyethanol too. People are scared of that too, but people just need to stop being scared of things they don't understand.
Are you an it girl? Or are you a clean girl with the matching aloe satin gold hoops? Are you a pink Pilates princess, showcasing shiny pink bows in your hair, platform Uggs, and an Equinox membership? I think this girl therapy trend is so fun and so cute, but it's making me aware of how much of our female identity is rooted in consumption. Let me explain. Young Western women do not spend money to experience, but rather to embody. Your purchase of a new workout set is not just clothing, but rather the representation of a lifestyle of health. Maybe you'll buy a new water bottle, surely a Stanley cup, and some new shoes to pair with it. Anything that plays into that fantasy of fitness will be bought, and shortly thereafter, you'll leap into the identity of a gym girl. When I see these girl therapy slideshows showcasing a new set of acrylics, a recent shopping spree, and Gilmore Girls, it reminds me that American women are capitalists' wet dream. We try on stereotyped labels like costumes, shedding our skin every few months according to the trend cycle. We call them our eras, just another trendy way of highlighting the fleeting nature of our identities. Our sense of self is tied to materialism and what purchases make up the newest aesthetic. Purchases that only worsen the nation's epidemic of overconsumption. Even the simple societal experience of being a woman is tied to buying power. Hair, makeup, nails, skincare, fitness, routines you need to consistently spend money on to live with societal acceptance as a woman. A core part of female culture in the Western world is to be exploited by advertising companies for profit. It's rooted and found in nearly every media reference and trend directed at us. And this whole girl therapy thing is just another reminder of that.
That was actually so good. Like, she hit every single thing on the head, and it's so true. I don't know why they were like, women need to go in the workforce only to spend all of their money on being a woman. What does it really mean to be a woman or to be a certain person? I feel like individuality is so hard to come by. When I was putting on this outfit, I'm like, I'm putting on a costume for you guys, and I'm dressing up as everyone else, but this is not who I am. This is not what I typically find myself wearing or wanting to wear, because I find individuality is really hard to come across anymore. Like, even just not getting sucked into this entire look and this entire idea. I think it's very important to like really realize who you are, and that it doesn't have to be tied to spending. But it's like the whole clean girl thing is totally tied to upgrading your routine, spend more money, buy this sweater, buy these earrings. We call them our eras. Just another way of highlighting the fleeting nature of our identities is a bar. Who are you really? You know? Are we all clean girls because that is the it trend and now it's not anymore? I hate that people do this eras thing rather than focusing on building their lifestyle and community. I wrote my thesis about the clean girl aesthetic and neoliberalism, the interplay between social media identity and consumer culture. All we do is consume. You know what I mean? It like makes us feel whole. It makes us feel like we have an identity or that we belong. And that if we're not this, who are we? It's skyrocketed so much on TikTok. I feel like 2019 to 2021 wasn't like this, but these past 2 years have made me want to buy basically everything. I don't know if it's because we don't feel like we're whole enough on our own. Like, do we really need to join a trend? Or do we need to buy things other people are buying? Or do we want to look like everyone else in order to be important, in order to be valued or loved or liked? I don't know. Social media is constantly trying to convince us that our life would be better if we bought what's on our screen, and I'm so glad that I've realized that. Amen. Stop trying to look for like good stuff in the computer. Like, the only way you're gonna have a good life and love and live your life and enjoy it and live it to the fullest is if you live right here and right now, not trying to be something else. But who do you want to be? What clothes do you want to wear?
Why I hate the clean girl aesthetic, part 2. The problem has never been that you're not allowed to enjoy stuff or to be basic. Those things are totally fine. The problem is an aesthetic tied to consumerism, when every girl feels the need to buy the same glasses, the same workout set, the same skincare products, a claw clip for your hair, and when everyone is becoming this clone that gives free marketing to these brands. Or maybe these brands are what's behind this. That would explain it. And of course, a lack of representation. Once again, we have a trend that is mainly led by blonde thin girls who can afford to update everything in their house according to what the newest trend is, like white linens. Finally, some of these outfits are objectively ugly.
They are objectively ugly. The clean girl aesthetic is really just the rich girl aesthetic. If you know, you know. Like, aloe, get out of my face. One time I tried to buy an aloe sweater. Why was it $300? Like, that is that's psychosis. You guys are psychotic if you were buying those clothes for that price. Do you know what they're made of? Garbage. Plastic garbage that makes your butt look like a pancake. Stop. I know it. I know you like it. I know you like the colors. I know you think it's soft. I know you think it's fun. It is so trash. Like, I've never gone to a store that was so hyped. And aloe's been around for a long time. My mom had aloe sweaters, like back in the 2000s. Like, aloe has been around, whether you want to believe it or not. And they opened an aloe store in Vancouver. I went and I had to go to give it a look. I had to give it a peer. I couldn't buy a single thing. Not because I didn't like some things. It just felt so trash and was so expensive. It's against my morals. I know that they're bad quality. Why are you 98% polyester? My coochie cannot breathe in that. If you put all of this together, then you have a masterclass in clean girl marketing. It's so simple, because if you make everybody the same and all look the same, they all want to buy the same products, so it's very easy to create the products they want to buy. Now, the poster girls of the clean girl aesthetic are marketed as uncomplicated. They're framed as blessed with great skin, good habits, good genes, and a few intelligently chosen products. I hate the fact that this is an entire trend marketed just towards one type of woman. The truth is, any woman could put her hair up and do a little bit of foundation. It's not that you feel wrong because you can't get your facials and you can't get this, because the truth is, all the clean girl is a facade. We all know that. It doesn't mean that anybody has extra money. If you want to put your hair up and put in a pair of Claire's hoops, you literally can do that and call it the clean girl aesthetic. I have seen 15-year-old girls at the mall that probably have as much as a $20 allowance pulling off the clean girl aesthetic. This is the truth. The clean girls are not framed as women with a dermatology retainer, a nurse injector who knows when to say no, and a glam team trained in undetectable work, even though that's what most of them truly are. It's a millimeter of filler in the upper lip, a half syringe around the jaw for that light bounce, a tiny lift in the lateral brow with Botox. Good surgeons are literal magicians, and the best trick is making the audience realize that there was no trick at all. That, oh, she never had a single thing done. Girls who say they live a clean girl lifestyle but get Botox every 90 days. Yeah, Botox right next to your brain, girl. Rebecca, why are we putting Botox next to our brain? You're crazy, aren't you? No, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's actually pretty serious.
This is just a PSA that most of the girls that you think are naturally beautiful have actually had quite a bit of work done. You just can't tell because they're minor enhancements and it's really good quality work. Like, I can't tell you guys how many TikTok comments I've seen on my videos of like, oh, she's the natural version of Kylie Jenner, or like, this is what Kylie Jenner would look like if she'd had no filler or no work done. And I'm like, yo. I've had a lot of work done. I've had 2 nose jobs. I do Botox every 3 months. I have lip fillers, chin fillers, all that stuff. But you can't tell because it's good quality work. I don't go in with the intention of like recreating my face. I just want to enhance my features and look like the more elevated version of myself. Okay, so this is also your sign that if you have been wanting to get work done, that should be your golden rule. You're not trying to look like somebody else. You're not bringing in a picture of an influencer or a celebrity and being like, I want her nose or I want her lips. Don't ever do that. Because like from a self-confidence standpoint, that is just like the wrong approach completely. And I would even say that's how most people end up looking botched, or like the work looks really obvious and fake. You should not be trying to look like somebody else. You should be trying to look like you, but the more elevated you. Like when I went in to get my first nose job, I didn't tell him this is the nose that I want. I said, just do whatever works with my proportions, you know? And it slayed. It came out so good. Same thing for my lips. I'm not like pushing a certain size. I'm like, just do.
I'm sorry, I was gonna say this, but I didn't want to be mean. No, girl, we can tell. Like, I was like, I thought she came on the screen. I'm like, is that giving lip flip? I was like, no, guys, I got it. Like, I'm catching what you're saying. Like, it is low key, but I can tell. Hailey Bieber has gotten so much work done, but it's good, and people call her a natural beauty. This is the damn truth. She's one of the poster girls for Clean Girl, and I'm like, is that filler migration, Hailey? So clean. So clean of you. Maybe that's why the peptide lip treatment works for you, but for me, it makes my lips feel like they're gonna fall off. Honestly, I can tell every single time. Maybe that's me. And I actually don't think it's just me for making these videos. I think it's girlies that are locked in. There is never a moment I can't tell. Like, I can always tell. If you go, nobody would ever know, I know. I know every time. And that's not a problem. And I mean, like, not everybody knows, right? Guys, a lot of times they don't know. Like, they don't know what any, but don't lie and say, like, nobody can ever tell. I can tell. But it ruins it for all naturally beautiful women. People assume I've had work done or that I'm AI. That's why I'll never have a profile picture. Bro, do you know how many of the girlies in my comments tell me, like, Lael, how could you say all this when you have so much Botox? You think I'm gonna come on here and make videos called Botox is destroying your face with Botox in my face? Honey, I am emoting like crazy. You could never see a Botox. There is no chance. And masseter Botox, bro? Like, yeah, no, I can make a good clamp in these jaws. I can jaw real good, you guys. Can we all just accept our natural beauty? This filler Botox culture is insane. If you guys haven't seen my deep dive on the death of natural beauty, you guys can go ahead and click this video right here because you guys are gonna love that. We're all sitting over here watching all these clean girls. They're like, I've never touched my face. We can all tell something is off. We can all tell that that's not true. There is also a massive wardrobe thing that pairs along with your clean girl hair, face, jewelry. It's rib tanks and soft leggings, sculpted bras and zip hoodies, ballet flats, and little hats. Little caps with the brim. Yes, little caps. And it's called performance fabric. But like, performance for who? Most of the fabric is synthetic. Polyester. Nylon. Elastane. That's not clean. That's giving me a yeast infection. Like, air it out. Blends that are engineered for stretch, for sheen, for honestly smoothing everything so you look really, really good on camera. And hey, let me just say, I'm no saint. Like, I wear elastane polyester leggings to the gym because if I don't, like, what am I trying to prove? I'm wearing a linen set at the gym with no underwear? Like, what is that for? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta keep it PG and you gotta be wearing your workout clothes because it's the only thing that properly wicks the sweat. But for what, 30 minutes? An hour? I don't wear that around the house. It's funny because most clean girl products are usually called environmentally friendly, but once it comes to clothes, companies can just turn a blind eye and hope that the average customer doesn't even notice, and most of the time they don't.
When you're shopping for new clothes and you see something like this, or this, and especially this, walk away. When I'm in stores and I see those signs that say made with recycled polyester, I get so frustrated because companies are taking advantage of the consumer's wish to do good. And saying something is recycled polyester to get you to feel better about your purchase, make you think that you're doing good for the environment, let me tell you, you're not, and here's why. Recycled polyester is often made from plastic bottles, and recycling bottles is a closed-loop system. Bottles can be recycled almost infinitely, but as soon as they're made into polyester, they can never be recycled again and they have to go in a landfill. So these fashion brands, fast fashion or high fashion, whoever's using it, take bottles out of a closed loop system and make it so they can never be recycled just to mislead you into thinking you're doing good for the world. It is completely unethical and do not...
Anything to make the girlies buy more. Is that not what it is? Anything to make the girls want to buy more and pat ourselves on the back going, oh, another day, another dollar spent. Good thing I spent on the good stuff. Welcome to Marketing 101. It's the same thing with garbage recycling. We do it only to make ourselves feel better. Even Greenpeace has confirmed that plastic recycling is fake. I don't even want to get into this with you guys. Like, oh no, don't bring my mom and dad into this conversation. They will go haywire for you guys. Now, all of these workout clothes, these elastane, polyester, the things that, like we work out in, all of these textiles are not inherently evil. They are functional, but clean? Absolutely not. They shed microfibers in the wash, they are derived from fossil fuels, and they do not biodegrade in reasonable timeframes. Minimal packaging does not mean minimal waste. Pumps are mixed materials and are rarely recycled. Squeezy tubes with foil seals often become general waste, and returns are often destroyed. And then think about influencer PR literally being traveled by air, flying through the air like Taylor Swift's private jet. But how do they sell all these products? Drops, wait lists. When something goes ahead and sells out fast, it creates this proof that it is somehow valuable. And then once it restocks finally, it means that everybody has formed a line and needs that thing right now. And it just means that it was so good that all the girlies had to buy it up in a matter of minutes. And then if you can't get the drop, you often feel left out. If you feel left out, you often blame your routine, not the marketing. So then you just simply go back to the content that made you addicted to the clean girl lifestyle in the first place. If the camera loves Dewy, the camera will amplify Dewy. The more the look is amplified, the more the users curate the feeds around it, and the more the algorithm believes that the clean girl look is what should be served on your FYP. Then girls with acne or texture, real skin concerns feel like they're being left out. They feel like they're doing something wrong, or even the worst case, they feel like they're not clean. They feel like they're dirty. That pain is extremely lucrative when it comes to the right people. Clean girl makeup trend on acne prone skin. Why can't these girlies be a part of the clean girl trend as well? They are clean girls just as us. Me including myself as a clean girl? End it, Lael. Shut it down. We need to wrap this up. I'm starting to get brainwashed into thinking I'm a clean girl. Why? Because I wore a bun once? Bro, I don't even wear a bun to the gym. Like, I do a pony. Because this makes me insecure. Like, respectfully, like, having my hair up in a middle part with this hairline? You guys, I got fine hair. Like, I can't be caught lacking like this. And it's not just the products either. There are tons of foods that are disguised as being more healthy, more suitable to the clean girl look. It's light salads and iced matcha. It's a body that looks like it's never lifted anything heavy. Meanwhile, I'm out here eating bison meatballs 4 times a week to maintain this gluteus. It's the Pilates, hot yoga, low cortisol mornings. Get out of my face. It's too clean. It's too girly for me. Protein powder with light vanilla notes. The line between beauty and wellness is really where the clean girl aesthetic makes most of its money. Here is a non-exhaustive list of recurring costs baked into the clean girl routine. Serums and creams that need to be literally purchased every 4 to 8 weeks if you're using them as recommended. When they say pull the serum down to the neck and chest, you're using like 3 times the product to get into the chest. What about the facials monthly or quarterly? And then these injectables 2 to 3 times a year if you're maintaining. Laser packages that require multiple sessions. Hair removal packages that require multiple sessions and packages. And you guys know I'm a hairy girl. You guys will give me nice compliments about my brows, and it's like thick brows do not come without thick everything else. I have hair on every square inch of my body. Never done the hair removal because, like, I've heard it doesn't even work. What's the point? Nails, brows, lashes on a 4-week cycle. Let's not forget our gym and Pilates memberships too. Call it self-care if you want, and you will never call it what it actually is, which is consumption. Above all, these aesthetics truly tax your mind. You are never done. You should be drinking more water, eating more greens, taking more supplements. You should be doing less because less is more, but also you should be doing more because more is more maintenance. It is the perfect loop. You can never arrive at the final destination because that would mean that you simply stop buying. There will always be a poster girl out there, some celebrity, some influencer whose skin is just simply better than yours. There will always be a new launch that finally fixes the one thing that you decided was broken last week but never thought about before then. There will always be a filter that you simply forget is on. And then comparison is consistently built into other platforms. You of course can enjoy any aesthetic and dress up as it, just like me today, without letting it own you. Just make sure that you don't forget all of the lies behind the clean girl surface. If I'm gonna be completely honest, the only clean girl I have ever met is my mom. Like, my mom is a almond crunchy granola mom. She's the kind of woman who will look into the ingredients of everything. She will look for the best place to buy organic milk. She will try to look for raw milk. She'll try to find milk anywhere. She buys eggs from a specific farm. She looks at all of the fabrics in every piece of clothing that she's ever bought. How much polyester, how much cotton. Every single hair color she's ever put in her hair has been organic or natural. If she's putting any makeup on her face, it is organic or natural. It's EWG safe. She's like looking it up. Like, that is the ultimate clean girl, not because she put a bun on or like some weird gold hoops. It's that she lives this lifestyle through and through. It's like a part of her. It's not an act. And I find when I look at all of these people playing this clean girl game, I never truly believe it because I know they are not doing and putting in the work that my mom does. That to me is the ultimate idea of clean, is using clean products, knowing that they're actually good for you, eating organic food that you know is good for you, not for social media, bro. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please throw a big fat thumbs up and also comment down below. Have you guys ever been subject to the clean girl aesthetic? Have you ever bought into its crazy amount of marketing? Or do you guys just like to throw on a bun every so often? And let me just say this right now, if a single one of you guys thinks that my hair looks great up in a bun and you're like, Lael, do this hairstyle, it's never happening again. Come back to this video if you ever want to see it, but otherwise, I literally feel like I look like Jim Carrey in The Mask. Like, get out of here. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, you could go ahead and clean here. If you guys enjoyed today's video, you can click here to watch the downfall of the clean girl aesthetic. I get into a lot of details about clean girl here if you enjoyed it. Or you guys can go ahead and click here to find out why Botox is absolutely destroying your face. Don't get the Botox. I don't care how many girlies are like, it's the clean, it's the new, my skin never looks so. I don't care what you have to say, girl. I'll never do it. Never. It'll never happen. And then I'm like, well, if the Botox could grow the booty, never! It would never happen! You guys know I only make these videos because I love you and I truly want the best for you. I hope you have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching, and I'll see you very soon. Mwah. Bye.